Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. So, Desert is not going to be here today. He was taking care of some IRL stuff, so he'll be back tomorrow, likely, surely. Hope everybody's having a good day. Should be waiting on CB to join us here in a little bit, but up until then, we got CB. Fantastic. We're going to go over, I'm going to go over the market and everything, but let's say hi to CB. Let's see what's up. How are you doing, sir?
Well, hello. How are you?
Good, dude. It's just us. Isn't that crazy?
Buzz. It's just us. This is the best way, bro. I love it.
How's your day going?
Day is going well. So far, so good. Dealing with a little bit of an injury from all the races that I do, but
like running injury.
Yeah, I mean, running, biking, who knows, weightlifting, who knows what it is. I do all the extreme sports. So
I was waiting for you to be like, I've been, speed racing my car.
Yeah, circus climbing, riding motorcycles inside one of those little round cages. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, dude, it's good to see you, man. Last time I saw you, like in real life, I guess, was at Rare Evo, and that was fantastic. It was so great to get to know you, to see you in real life, and I feel like we shared a really good time.
Bro, it was a great time. I had a great time. It's good to see you again, not in person, but I look forward to the next time we get to spend a weekend together, having fun and bounce around and getting to know one another. But yeah, man, that was an awesome, epic time there in Las Vegas.
No, it absolutely was. So then, I guess real quick, I'm going to tell everybody to like, retweet, share the space, and
retweet the room,
reboop the bop. I probably need to do it myself also.
Yeah, I've got my right-hand man, not Hooli, on it.
Fantastic. Yeah. That's excellent. So
in the household, I have a martial artist here. You want to meet her really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Here she comes. She's 8 years old. She's working on her black belt eventually. This is my daughter, Amaya. Amaya, you got to talk in the mic when you say hi. But
hey, Amaya.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Oh, that's awesome. What color belt are you?
I am white decided.
Woo!
White decided. That's fantastic.
You don't want to get in front of her high kick, bro.
Oh, I'm sure. That's awesome. And what kind of karate is it, or martial arts?
Taekwondo.
I got all the way up to, I think, brown or blue belt, and that was about it. But I gave it a good shot. It's a lot of fun.
Dope. All right, we'll say goodbye to Mr. John Carter, the John Carter.
Bye.
It's good to see you.
Hey, man, that's what it's about, making this world a better place for these little ones, stashing some NFTs away so that when they become valuable again in 25 years, they can have just like Magic the Gathering cards or Pokemon cards. I got those too, bro, because I got a problem. So,
absolutely. Man, beautiful daughter, man. You did an excellent job. Excellent.
Beautiful mixed babies. You marry up, you get a beautiful wife, and then you make the babies. That's kind of how that goes. So.
Yeah, that's I ended up with mine, and I'm happy with them. Maybe there'll be another one. Maybe there'll be a little John Carter or
I have two daughters. They're 5 and 8, and they want a little boy so bad. They're like, "Can we get a little?" Mom and dad are no longer able to make that happen, but maybe adoption. I mean, I don't know. I'd need a real bull market, John.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. That's what I told my wife.
Because that would be higher along with that. You know what I mean?
Like, give me like 6 more months. You know what I mean? And then I'll be like really sure about it. Yeah. But my son doesn't want a little brother, which I think is funny. And my daughter doesn't want another girl because she's the oldest and like the first child. So she's like, the baby kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, kids are funny. But so let's go into the market. I'm just going to do a quick overview.
I predicted, just between you and me, I predicted 150K Bitcoin by the end of the year. And I was scoffed at for a long time until recently. Some people came around. One of my old buddies in real estate in California called me today and said, I didn't sell my Doge. I didn't sell my XRP. He's like, I totally forgot about it, but I just got a thing on my phone. I'm like, yeah, bro, just hold on. We'll get to the bear.
Just wait until next October. Then you're going to be golden.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I don't know about 150K, but I do think we break 100K. I mean, it's been holding so strong here at 90.
100K by the end of, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit it by the end of this month.
Yeah,
but I think 100% by the end of this year, unless we have some crazy shakeout and then just off to the races,
Yep.
All right. Let's see what we got going on in the market here. So you're not going to get it as eloquently as you do whenever it's desert, but let's see.
Sorry to all the people that are here that you're not going to get that as eloquently as desert, but for those that run it back, we really apologize for you.
Or we really thank you. So the crypto market cap is at 3.2 trillion, and that's exciting. Bitcoin dominance is at 56.1%. Ethereum dominance is at 11.8. It's free to use Ethereum, which is very contrary to my experiences. But according to CoinGecko, it's zero gwei to make a transaction. What I will say is that I have been the most surprised about in this market that Ben Cowan was spot on about Bitcoin dominance hitting 60%, and it did for a day or two, and then it went back down. He said that was what he was looking for before alts. Of course, we got Bitcoin here at the top in the 1 hour. No change. 24 hours up just a little bit. Over the 7-day, it's up 2.3%. Ethereum's down. On the 7-day, 5.4%. We got stables don't matter. Solana's down on the day, but up 8.6% on the week. It looks like everything is kind of leveled out, stagnant, except for XRP. Oh my gosh, 85.1% on the 7-day. The people that had faith and that were buying at the bottom, you did a good job there. I do believe that XRP is going to be one of the top performers, and it looks like there's a lot of government stuff happening to kind of pave the way for them. Dogecoin up only 2.9%. Besides that, everything here in the top 10 looks pretty relaxed, but then look at Cardano. We got Cardano at 25%,
whoop, whoop.
Tron at 20%, and the reason for Tron is because the altcoin market is right around the corner, and Tron is often used for moving around stables, for minting Tether, and so usually there's a pump in Tron right when we're about to get some kind of exciting movement.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah. And then, so we got Toncoin, AVAX. AVAX is down on all of them. Kind of interesting. Sui has been on a tear. I cannot believe it is at $3.70. Everybody, we were joking about how because I sold it, that I wasn't going to buy it until it was $2, and I didn't even get it at $2. So joke's on me. Shout out.
And it's not funny.
Shout out to Crypto King. Yeah, it is really sad. It is ripping. Also, it's not on here, but Cetus, we talk about Cetus a lot. Cetus is the DEX that's on Sui. So if Sui,
hold on, you just flew past Pepe.
Yeah,
I just mention Pepe really quick. I know it's just a meme coin and these are worthless. However, there was a project in Cardano where they minted NFTs and locked up ADA in Pepe, and they hit certain market caps, and you got pulled out of there. So 2.5 billion, and then 5 billion, and then the last one is 20 billion. And I hold a bunch of those NFTs. So 5 billion was a nice little payout, and it's crazy that here's Pepe in the top 20 almost. What is it, 22?
Yes.
I mean, is that thing going to a 20 billion market cap when we super pump, or?
I think it definitely is hitting at least that. The big thing about Pepe is that they just got listed on Coinbase and somewhere else. Coinbase and Robinhood. And so that's massive. And Near Protocol is one that I'm kind of interested, that it's kind of it's been sort of boring, but there was so much hype around it before. So it's kind of interesting. It's been so quiet. I'm interested to see how it does this market cycle. It's still new.
What about Peanut? Are we getting revenge for Peanut, bro? I mean, I know we got Sugar over here in the Cardano meme coin, but what about
Peanut? Look, up 271.2%.
1.5 billion market cap.
1.6.
Bro.
Yep.
Peanut.
Cooking. Peanut. No, but seriously, yeah, that's crazy. The government shouldn't be able to just go in your home and kill pets without a reason. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
No.
And then
Bro,
mantra.
the worst situation. You rescued this squirrel. Parents couldn't keep it. I mean, how in the world?
This is shout out to Mantra. We've been talking about Mantra a whole lot on this channel. And 162.3% pump in the last 7 days. Mantra is a RWA play. So this is like a lot of people are excited about, gosh, now that I'm trying to think of it.
Fractionalization of real world assets like sports cars and
yes,
highly sought after Rolexes and things of that nature.
Yes, but if Desert was here, he'd be driving crazy because there's one RWA play that he really likes. And the reason we like Mantra a little bit more is because the dilution is perfect. There is basically all of the tokens are out, so there's not as much dilution as the other one that is escaping me. If Jaleesa's out there in the crowd, she'll know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Come on, Jalisa, help us out. Throw something in the chat.
Or Crypto King. Crypto King knows the RWA play that Desert really likes. So market's been going crazy. Stellar is actually up 110%. That's pretty crazy.
And stellar move.
Yeah, it's a stellar move. And H-Bar is up here. H-Bar is one I like. I definitely like that one. I actually have a friend who he worked with Dell. And he was saying that Dell and Hedera had a partnership so that they could integrate Hedera into their future computers. Which
I just took out profits in Hedera. Actually, I think I made 45% gains on my entry. And then,
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was a really, really good play.
I love this. And then Akash, I'm still interested in Akash. I want to learn more about it. But
just picked up more of that actually. As far as AI coins go, I mean, this is probably the market sector that we're going to see really take off in this next bull market. It hasn't had its run yet, like gaming, did in the last bull market. So I'm bullish. I'm bullish on AI. I just don't know which one it's going to be, right?
Yeah. I think the safest one right now is ASI or Fetch, because like Fetch is now a conglomeration or a basket of AGIX, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol. And recently, PAL AI has been dumping incredibly because it was going to be added to that basket, and then the community decided against
it. Bro, I was in PAL. I took a 50% hit in like a second. It took like 3 minutes. I was down.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was so.
That's crypto. Like that's why you keep an array of things. You don't put everything in one basket when you're playing with, especially these low cap, 40, 50 million market cap AI coins. You want to batch because you don't really know which one's going to do what.
Absolutely. That's 100% true. And shout out to Jaleesa for Brett, up 24.3% on the 7-day. All right. That's as much as I can take of the market for right now. Beyond that, I have some articles, but you have a whole bunch of stuff that is going on. And one of the biggest things that I want to know from you is how was the Cardano Summit and what was your experience there? What was that like?
Yeah, I really wanted to get on with you guys and share a little bit of what was going on, especially while I was there. But it was a wild time, and wild in the respect of it was just a go from the minute I got up to the minute I went to bed. It was just networking central. There was so much to do. And so I didn't really get a chance to do. I was supposed to go on some falconry experience and ride a camel and eat, specific food in the desert somewhere. That got canceled on me. And so I ended up just going to another conference. But it was great. And the summit itself for Cardano, it's been a long bear market. It's been, and especially in NFT projects, it's been a challenge. Communities have come, communities have gone. There's been consternation over the X, as always. So being in a place where a lot of people like-minded still believe in Cardano and what we're doing. This is before all the recent stuff where everybody's back in now, everybody's like excited because old Hoskinson's been cooking in the kitchen while everybody else has been out fudding and struggling through the bear. But man, to have all those people in the same place still excited about what Cardano is going to do, still believing in a mission that we believed in 3 years ago, was phenomenal. And it wasn't the biggest of conferences as far as, there wasn't as much actual space to cover. But there were a lot of in-depth breakout sessions, a lot over the Cardano governance that's going on. I'm a D-Rep. So we signed up for that, just kind of to represent Beezhive a little bit, but also on behalf of all of us NFT degenerates in the space. You need somebody to throw your couple hundred ADA at so I can go and talk to the big boys for you. That's me. But it was great to be in there and hear about what's going on. I mean, there's just so many people committed and really, just giving their time to build out what we're doing here. And so to hear about that, and then from other people all over, and then Dubai they're just crypto central. They're just very, very interested in becoming a very friendly place for people to come with their crypto businesses and ideas and network and get things done. So yeah, it was a really exciting time. And then there were a couple of nights out. I didn't, personally, I don't partake in the drink or the smoke or any of the things that people might get into when they're running around having fun. But I still run around and have fun, and I still go to these things and engage with folks. And man, we had some really, really great conversations with great people. Got to hang out at the summit dinner and see all the awards, and networking was crazy. The crazy thing is that everybody is connected to somebody who has bees. And this is something I didn't know before I became connected to bees. But when you talk to people and your project is about bees, they're like, oh, my cousin has, 75 hives over in Switzerland. And so I was sitting at a table where there's a guy who has 120 hives in Switzerland. I'm on a bus with somebody back to the hotel, and his brother has 75 hives in Pakistan. And, we found out about some mad honey in South America. And there's somebody out in Florida who's ready to start an apiary. And so it was, it's hard to express how exciting it was and how many cool conversations I had with so many people at the Cardano Summit in Dubai. So I didn't get to actually go do anything fun. I flew right back and went to meet my family to go do the Ironman 2 days later, which was wild, coming from a trip to Dubai. But it was worth it. It was worth it. It was a great time.
That sounds really awesome. So I heard that event was sponsored by Binance, right? How did you feel the presence of exchanges, and were there more exchanges than just Binance? Did you feel like a lot of the big players, not outside of Cardano, were paying attention?
I did. I don't know about, I think people are paying attention to Cardano. I think they always kind of have. I think people have a similar view on Cardano to ZSS Becker, to Alex Becker. Basically bags on them for 3 straight years, and then in one of his most recent videos says, but I do have to say Cardano's going back to where it was. They're cooking with oil, and their husbands don't know where their wives are at. And so yeah. I get the jokes and picking his play there. I think the same is true for everyone else in the community, as in, we cook a little slower because we take a little more time, because we make sure that we do it right, so that down the road we're able to produce a product that nobody else can produce, because we've taken the time to vet it along the way. That's what I fell in love with Cardano was that, I think we got caught up in 2021 in this move to $3, and then we thought, okay, now we're going to stay here, and then it didn't. And so I think that a lot of people became disenfranchised with Cardano as they saw their bags slipping from 3, or maybe they got it in at 250 or even 150. But yeah, there were people from all chains. There were people from all over. I mean, I got to meet up with the media agency that we're applying for a partner fund with, Genzio and Dubai. David, they have a presence there, and a lot of people from a lot of blockchains. And then I went to the Binance booth and hung out. I think Cardano is going to get a lot of respect. I think they already do secretly. I don't know if everybody's willing to admit how much they respect or fear what Cardano is going to do as far as leading the industry. But I think that the 2025 is the year of respect for what we've been doing and what we will do on this chain. In my opinion.
I love that 110%. That's kind of sort of always been the majority of my feeling. It's like there's a lot of people that have nothing to do with development, that are not actually seeing the things being built here. And so they have one opinion, there's nothing going on there. But it's like, if there's a party in a room and the door is closed and you never open that door, you're never going to know,
Exactly.
So like, I feel like that's really kind of what goes on across the industry, is that they're all paying attention to other things. And it's just because they haven't ventured into opening that door, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is not an easy business, bro. Let's be honest. Yeah. This is your full-time jam, and this is what you're trying to do. I mean, you have given up liters of blood all along the way in hanging in there and continuing to build in this community and on the blockchain, period, across the board. Now that we're in a bull market, it's a little easier. You'll see people making their way back. I've already seen it. I mean, Cardano City said, guess what we're cooking next? And we haven't heard from them in 2 years. And you're like, no, you're not allowed to cook like that if we haven't heard from you in 2 years. But shout out to Mike D out there in the crowd, RB, who got us a buzzing sit down with Charles Hoskinson, which led to some really cool things. We love that guy. And he's been here cooking the entire time too. And then Nahuli, my right-hand man. What's up, Nahuli? I
love that. Shout out to Mike D. Shout out Nahuli. Charles is definitely somebody I want to get for one of my interview sessions. I feel like I know it'll happen eventually. I should be talking to Igon here soon. World Mobile Token is another one I want to reach out to, and I know you've got a couple of ins over there.
Yeah, I can hook you up, bro. We'll set you up.
Yeah. I was just talking to one of the LATAM Cardano educators, and she was saying that she wants to talk to them too. So if they have anybody that speaks the Spanish side as well, that would be an awesome episode. But let's see. So what else do the bees have cooking? I know that you have a bunch of proposals in. I know there's some stuff going on with
whoa. We don't have a bunch of proposals in. It's
okay. A couple.
2 very important proposals.
One, okay. 2 proposals. And then you also have some exciting news about Charles's ranch.
Yeah.
I heard it was really small.
It is. It is. It's only 500 head of buffalo. So it's not as big as you had hoped. No, you were hoping for the wild fields of thousands of buffalo. I haven't been there yet. But well, let's take it back. Rare Evo. This is where we last got a chance to really mix it up. We were there. We had won a booth. We had put out a little bit financially just to show up and show out in the booth and have the experience and tell the people about what we were doing. Man, it went really well, and people enjoyed and loved our project and our idea. You can see the keeper right back there, handling his frame right behind me. So we brought that home and put it up. But from there, we had the conversation with Charles. He invited us out to help him with his apiary. We had thought we were going to be able to get it in before the winter came, but just a lot going on, very busy man. And so we got to work with this team out there. So we pushed it to the spring of next year. But then from there, he said, join Intersect. He said, go be a D rep. He said, do all these things, And so as we started exploring that, and we did, we joined Intersect, and then we signed up as a D rep. We started seeing some opportunities. We actually ended up meeting Genzio, this marketing agency that's focused on NFTs and blockchain, very connected with Consensus and ETH Denver, and has done, multi-millions of dollars every year and taking care of projects and showing up to a lot of these conventions. And so we decided to put in for a couple of Catalyst proposals. In the meantime, we were able to sell out our collection, which was awesome. And that basically gave us the funds that we needed to do what we needed to do on our apiary in Bulgaria. And so everything was kind of working in a direction, there was an updraft of sorts for our project. And so from there, we just decided to go with it, and take advantage as much as we can of the opportunities that were in front of us. And so we're cooking out on the property. We have big plans for the future of building a place where you can come and stay and engage with the bees. We have big plans in the future of creating socials and a community around the bees. They're already there. People love the bees. There's a lot of different content creators around bees. We want to dive into that world and be a part of that and network. So we're not just creating a brand that we think uniquely connects the blockchain to real world assets, in Beehives, I guess would be our real world asset, but then all the products that they make. But then also you have these like really, really amazing communities, and you're doing so much good. We've added an extra million bees to the environment of this earth that we live in right now. This is only our first apiary, and there'll be more than 1 million by the time we get done, but at least 1 million bees added. Did you know that there are 400 bees out there buzzing around just for you, John? 400 bees for every single person that lives on this planet. That's how many bees, the population of bees are right now. And in some places, the populations are down. I think here in the U.S., the populations are up a little bit. People are, more excited about bees. And so we're cooking out there in the spring. We're going to go ahead and create some more boxes and put some more bees. We're going to have an actual harvest this year. We also had our first beta harvest, we called it. We didn't actually have honey to give to our holders, but we did give them ADA if they wanted to trade in their token, their nectar token. And so that went seamlessly and went really well. And our staking is up and everybody's in there. One of our newest things is you can take the number of a bee. Just take the name, like either it's a Bees Army 1.0 number something or other, or a Corey number something or other, and you can put that into our staking site, and it will tell you how much nectar that bee is holding. So if it's listed on an exchange, you want to pick it up, you can find out how much nectar it has. So yeah, we did all of those things, and we thought, well, let's write some proposals too. And so we put 2 proposals together. One of them is a product. It's a plugin for a Shopify store. It's a token gate for NFTs. And so, you want to sell your merch, your cool bees font merch, and maybe your byproducts. Maybe you want to sell your soap and your lip balm that your bees help make on your Shopify store. But you want to give a discount to those that hold a certain number of NFTs or, any of your NFTs. You can token gate with this plugin that we want to build. But seamlessly integrated is UI UX. So you have a nice experience with it, and being able to accept ADA payments. There are some services out there that can take ADA payments through your Shopify store, but it's not, what I've heard is not seamless, or maybe not even the greatest. I don't want to talk poorly about things that are happening, but yeah, other chains have NFT token gating. We don't, and so we'd like to put this together for the community. And so that is Store Blocks by Beezhive. And then the other one is just a really heavy marketing campaign, 12-month campaign. We feel that the Beezhive can go and represent NFTs, Cardano, what's possible. And Charles just recently talked. You were there the other night. I saw you up there chatting with him, as a matter of fact. Yeah. But he was talking about how we need to have presences at places like Consensus and some of these bigger. Of course, Rare Evo is our little spot, and then we'll have other people come in from other chains there. But yeah, so it would afford us an opportunity to go have a booth and a speakership at Consensus, which is in Toronto this year. And then we would host an event on the apiary to celebrate, doing good, leveraging the blockchain and in the environment, and NFTs and Cardano, and a few other things. Going out to Charles's place, which we're going to do, which we could talk about in a minute. It's pretty cool how things are shaping up there. Being able to take a whole team of media out there and making it something that the whole world can see and can maybe get people interested in, what is this cryptocurrency stuff? What is this Cardano thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, and it was great talking to Charles. It's funny. We went down the rabbit hole about the Tibetan Book of the Dead and reincarnation. And
he's like, why are you reading the Tibetan Book of the Dead, bro? Yeah. Necronomicon? No, that's not.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it was a great conversation. But I'm glad that he had his little spiritual, peaceful moment, and then has come back with like more energy, I feel like. Because I mean, being on social media and being constantly like bombarded by the opinions of other people, it can have a toll on somebody eventually. And I feel like he like left, took his little breather, came back, and then he was like, I'm sorry for everything I haven't done perfect, but everything that we're doing forward is going to be better, and I'm going to do it better. So it's exciting.
Great reset. Personally, I've done more ketamine than Charles ever will. If he takes one of those retreats every day for the rest of his life, he probably still wouldn't do as much of the ketamine as I did. Now, what you need to know is that I was an addict and alcoholic for 22 years. And in the later years of my addiction and alcoholism, I was on some really heavy drugs, and I did a lot. It was not safe, the amount that I did. So it's not a place that I can necessarily go. I know a lot of people are microdosing and doing different things, taking retreats, and I think that's fine if it works for you. That's why when I do go to events and hang out with people, I can be around them and hang out and have fun, but you won't see me, ordering that 50-year scotch or anything like that. But I do practices to find my space to reset and to stay spiritually and emotionally well, mentally well. I've done the deprivation tanks where it's dark, and he was talking about going to a darkness retreat for 7 days and being in complete darkness. Now that stuff really intrigues me, and I can tell you that stuff can be as much of a trip as any ketamine or mushrooms or anything else that you take. And so I think it is good that Charles found where he needed to go at this time, at this stage. I know he's done other things, and he explores life at a high level, and I get it. But I think we all need that. For me, it's prayer, fasting. I've done this year already a 10-day water fast. And I will tell you, you'll find yourself in a different state when you only have water for 10 days, like literally nothing other than water for 10 days. One day was like fetal position for the entire day. But I think it's important, especially in this world. When we're in a bull, maybe not as important, but even then, I think you got to step away, man, go outside,
You have to touch grass.
You crumple it up or something.
Yeah, it's hard to there's a lot of problems with work-life balance, I think, in this space. I think there's also like a lot of problems with like disconnecting, because we are a digital tech space, and a lot of our medium of conversation is digital, right? So constantly being connected is sort of part of it, but disconnecting is very important. So everybody out there, make sure that you touch some grass, make sure you have those separations. And I agree that prayer, that meditation, those moments of peace, rather you like believe in that or not, prayer and meditation are very similar in the same sense, right? You are taking a moment with yourself and with the universe. And so no matter what your belief is, I highly recommend it to everybody, as a positive, good thing that you should always do. Learn how to be with yourself. Right.
So it inspired me. I'll tell you, it inspired me to do something. So my daughters get 2 weeks of vacation over Christmas in December and January. And so this year, for 7 of those days, I'm going to actually turn off my phone and my computer completely.
I mean, it's good. I encourage that. I think that's great. That's probably
when was the last time I turned off my phone for a day? More or less 7, bro. And then I'm gonna take my daughters out every day, and we're gonna go do something in nature or a museum or something of that nature. But I'm just gonna engage. I'm just gonna look at them, watch the little looks on their face and the different the way their eyebrows move. I mean, I don't know. I do feel like when my daughters are 5 and 8, I want to like enjoy a little bit and take in a little bit of their mannerisms and the words that they say, and they're so cute. My daughter said, is 5 years old today. She said, my friends at school today, they were really getting me. They were blowing my buttons. And I'm like, that's like the cutest thing ever.
No, that's awesome. But that age, I think, is really good. I will say, so my girl is 15 and my boy is 12. So I always tell my son that he's going to get stuck looking at his pants, right? Because he's always on his phone. I'm like, you're just gonna get stuck like that. You're gonna. I was like, when you see people, you're gonna be talking to girls, and you're not gonna be able to look at them in the face. You're just gonna be looking down where your phone is at. And my daughter, they're both kind of like at that age where like it's only the phone and everything. But that would be crazy if I self-imposed that on them as well for Thanksgiving, because my family
is just gonna hang out and do puzzles. You guys.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Actually, I turned the internet off for 1 week. You guys, this is what we got now. You have to talk to people. Yeah, they would lose it.
Well, do what you do.
Yeah. A little update from what's going on over at Jpg Empire.
Yeah.
We're building out this channel some more. We have some interesting things in the back channels we're working on. The trading bot that we've been working on worked until some of the centralized exchanges changed what they let you do. So you can't leverage trade on some of these American platforms unless you're a certified investor. So that kind of rerouted our plans, but it helped because in our roadmap, it was to eventually have the bot be able to be used on decentralized exchanges. And so since we've had this hiccup with centralized exchanges and they keep changing, we keep changing them, we've decided that we're going to go straight to the decentralized exchange.
Nice.
Thing, which is exciting. Yep.
Good
And
call.
it has a neural network. So the more that we use it, it is learning. So we actually sometimes will tag like videos of people trading and stuff and little educational stuff, and we'll have it watch it. So it's kind of like a kid. I don't know. It's like learning.
wow.
It's exciting in that sense.
That's very interesting, bro.
Yeah, but so AI is cool, and that's what we're working on. Token Empire's had some updates, and soon I'm going to be talking to FarmRoll. Have you messed with FarmRoll, Lenny?
I have not.
So I'm going to have them on one of my interviews, but I like the platform, and it is a questing platform. Very interesting. It helps to get you engagement, and it also incentivizes people to just do all these different quests. You get to learn about all these different projects, and then you get different rewards. And so I really like the idea of FarmRoll, and the platform's pretty polished. It's kind of like there's RadQuest on XRP, or I mean XRD on Radix. They have something called RadQuest, and it's similar. It's like you make a wallet, you get a little bit of Radix, you go to one of these dexes, you get a little Radix, and then you engage with them on. But it's good for the educational steps and onboarding. So I think that's cool.
I have a hot wallet and a seed wallet. So I have a seed wallet. I don't know if you know what this is, but I like pet this bird, and then I feed him a worm, and then he goes and he hunts, and then he gives me like 1 point something seed. And so my daughter does the like little pressing thing to like make the bird happy, and then feeds him the worm, and then sends him on his hunt.
That's super awesome.
Similar type of thing. And the other one is a hot wallet, which I don't even know what it is, but I did a bunch of stuff in the beginning, and now I just collect my hot and like just.
Oh, for Telegram.
Yeah, keep it in there. So similar, like they make you do stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff Dukes. XRD is ADA 5 years ago, and it is. I recently interviewed Phil from Anastasia Labs, and he was talking about that outside of Cardano and the things that we're doing here. He's really excited about what Radix is doing and some of these other blockchains like Sui, and so that was exciting.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
Who's
killing it, absolutely. But Cetus, you need to check out Cetus.
Citus. I call it Citus, but
Citus. Well, I mean, yeah, Citus. It's a good one.
I think I got some Citus.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. So for the most part, well, let me. That's pretty much all I've got, really. Sometimes we go over some articles. Today it's been kind of like a different day, but I'm so glad that I had you on. Your proposals sound awesome. I will say there's another project called Rebud, and I don't know if you're familiar with Rebud, but they did the onboarding or like the activation at Rare Evo. So when you collected those points and you went there, Rebud is a like cannabis chain in California, but they have different kinds of custom merch, custom products, and they actually have an ETH like centric POS system that is specifically theirs. Like all of it is theirs, and they use it for their large chain of stores in California. But they have a proposal as well, trying to do a POS for ADA. So there could be some overlap between them. They have like hype streetwear and different kinds of artistic things as well. So there could be like, a Beezhive.
Oh, well, they're a bees-based project. Actually, their entire PFP for their NFT collection is bee-centric. So we actually talked. They were actually at the summit in Dubai, and I talked to the founder from there as well. And so we got some things cooking.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're cool.
Yeah, a lot of different things. The International Refugee Association was there. We were talking with them about doing a collaboration and working to try and raise some funds. But yeah, just doing good, in the broader community and leveraging Web3 to do it. We want to be a part of all of that. And so, yeah, really, really good dude over at
man.
Rebud.
Good people at Rebud. But thank you for joining us today. I'm going to make sure that I have all the links in the description here. Keep sharing this stream, but then also I'm going to cut some shorts. There was a lot of good things we talked about here, and I appreciate your time, man. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
man, it's great to be here. I'll just say, search Beezhive on Catalyst.
Yep.
Right now, if you can go to our X page for the Beezhive, I put together a little video which will tell you how to register with your Eternal wallet to vote for Catalyst. All you need is 25 ADA, and honestly, if all of us DGens assembled and all voted together, we could maybe get our proposals through. I will just state that our proposal for the partner, it's a lot of ADA. But there are only 44 submissions or something, 40 or 50 submissions. And so I really would suggest that you take a look at what we're doing and give us some support if you can. And then, go ahead and use our video, Store Blocks by Beezhive. Who couldn't use that? We could all use that. And so there it is right there, the old tutorial. When you see the bees, vote
funding
please.
tab is highlighted in blue. Scroll.
We won't watch this whole thing, but I put it out as well. This is just such a good video. We put it out from the JPEG Empire page. I'm going to put it as a short as well for YouTube, just to make sure we have it out there a little further.
Yeah, we would love an opportunity to show the world what we can do. And not us, just the Beezhive, but us, the community here in Cardano and in NFTs. We really feel like, and NFTs are going to take a little while before they really come back into the spotlight. But we're going to be the ones that they turn to in the end. So
absolutely.
You see the bees, vote please. Thank you so much, John, for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Dude, thank you for joining. This was fantastic, and I loved all that. So everybody have an excellent day. Make sure that you like, subscribe, retweet the space, share it with everybody, share it with your grandmother. You know what I mean? Let's get everybody in here. So that way
share it with your daddy.
Yeah, absolutely. But we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much, CBs.
Buzz, buzz.